Thanks, Matt. Thanks, guys. Elizabeth, Danny, for the opportunity to be here today. Thanks for all coming out. I was a bit concerned about us meeting right after lunch, but I'm glad to see the attendance here today. I appreciate it very, very much. My name is Justin Sanger. I'm the CEO of SupportLocal. I've been in the local search space for about 16 years. 16 years studying this space. And it's one of the most important times in our space, one of the most critical times in our space. I've never in my career seen such change and opportunity. So apparently I have 25 minutes today, which is great, because normally they're dragging me off the stage as I pace back and forth. And I'm by myself, which is kind of cool too. My last session was in SMX, London, about a year ago, and I enjoyed it very much. Hey, Barry. I point it here. Lasers. Oh, the big green button. How many of you are in the search engine marketing business? How many of you believe that it is your job to drive leads? Wrong. That's the way it used to be. And everything has changed. Our job no longer ends with the delivery of a lead. It's actually kind of easy. Technology is there, the tools are there, the means are there for almost anybody to be able to drive a lead to a business. So congratulations that you made it to this point, but everything is now changing. Customers rule this marketplace. Period. Customers are more empowered than ever. They have more knowledge of merchants. They have more comparative capabilities than ever. They have location and mobile available to them. And guess what? They can make or break the reputation of the business that you serve. We used to think it was our job to deliver leads. It's not anymore. The customer experience will rule this marketplace for the next decade. Mark my words. And you're in charge of delivering customers. Correct? We're in charge of delivering leads, which turn into transactions, which turn into experiences, which have the opportunity to impact the merchants that we service. It sounds simple, right? It's not that simple. And it's very, very important. And today, in my 25 minutes, 20 minutes left, on my first slide, we're going to talk about that in some detail, because it's important. Anybody heard about the collaborative economy? The collaborative economy. I'm not going to say no to you again. Raise your hands, if you will, please. No? The sharing economy. Some of the most important and best work in our space right now is being done by the Ultimate Group. Some of the best minds talking about how there is a major shift and change in the consumer marketplace. The customers that I just spoke of. They are now disintermediating traditional hierarchies that have existed in the search marketplace. They are learning that by getting together, you and I getting together and sharing goods or services or opinions, that we have an opportunity for a better answer. We have the opportunity to be able to transact in a manner which is more beneficial, more efficient. The sharing economy is a major trend within the marketplace, the collaborative economy, as they call it. Uber, Etsy, and others. They're saying no longer. We don't need this traditional hierarchy. We don't need this marketplace driven on the basis of who controls goods and services. We together, we can come up with better answers on our own. This trend is unstoppable. It will dominate the way we use the internet and the way we find goods and services for years to come. It's exciting. I guess I'm not that surprised, however, that in this group, people haven't quite heard of it yet, because the knowledge hasn't brought itself to the level of local search yet. What does the collaborative economy mean to local search? What does the sharing economy mean to local search? We're going to talk about that today, and I'm going to set forth some basic principles that I think are going to be something that we're going to be talking about for years to come. We have the opportunity to formulate better answers. We've been lulled to sleep with Google SERPs. Dentist, Denver. And these result sets come back. Organic SERPs. Pure local search results. I've been talking about it for 15 years. I'm tired. NAP information, making sure our address is standardized across multiple utilities, making sure that all of our information is perfect in all these local search utilities. If this is what you guys are talking about right now, you're behind. Way behind. Search is tired. Local search is tired. Google doesn't want to rank web pages that are most optimized. Google doesn't want to rank web pages on the basis of how many links that they have. That's what we used to do. Google wants to rank businesses, not pages, businesses, wherein customers are having positive experiences. If you're Google, what would you want? Do you want to rank the page that's well optimized from some 23-year-old that's really got it on, that's really listening to SMX, that's really listening to all the tools and tricks? Or does Google want to rank the dentist wherein the customers are having fantastic experiences? What do you think? The latter or the former? A bit rhetorical, but the latter. Google wants to rank the real world. And what's the real world? The real world is us. The real world is that I just went to Joe's down the street, and I've been coming to this place, I've been sitting on that porch, I don't know how many years, and I just found Joe's down the street. Have anybody been to Joe's down the street? How cool is that, right? Right, the real world. I can look it up, I can search, or I can ask you, who's been there, right? That's what Google's after. Google's after our experiences as individuals. I started this presentation off by talking about the customer. The customer rules, period. Their interactions with the merchants that we service, you drive leads. How those leads interact with the merchants that we work with who pay us $800, $1,000 a month to provide such services is critical. If you have customers, clients that do not facilitate for positive customer experience, say goodbye. Focus on those that do, and focus on their customers. I call it the human algorithm, and Google's scared. Did you hear that, Google? You're scared. Why? Because there's a better answer. 92% of people trust the opinions of their friends and family above all other forms of advertising. Day to day, I tap into my friends for the things that I need locally. Do you? Do you? Thank you. We all do. 82% of businesses still rely upon word-of-mouth advertising as their leading source of new customer acquisition. That's how we discover things. This word-of-mouth activity is now coming online. And it's creating a better answer. I don't need 20 results. I don't. I need your opinion of Joe's, provided we're friends, or I'm familiar with you. Trust will define this next decade in search. And trust takes two forms: familiarity or authority. Familiarity or authority. I know this person, so therefore what they say might be true, or these guys have carved out a niche where they can talk about topics like this, and I should be listening. Google's after them both. Facebook's after them both. Each are at different positions in the marketplace, and it's my hope in the 12 minutes that I have left that we can address that. If you are search marketers, as we all are, as we've established, don't get lazy. Do not get complacent, or you will be gone. Mark my words. Search engine optimization as we know it, in my opinion, is dead. Period. It's dead. But here's the cool thing, is if we do this right, we have a really cool opportunity. Each of you, all of us, have a really cool opportunity to deliver maximum value to our clients, to increase the level of services that we provide, to take full benefit of the leads that we deliver our customers. Search is no longer a black box. If you've grown comfortable in providing services that people can't understand and calling it a day, black magic, stop now. Because we need your merchants. We need your customers. You need your customers to be successful today. Open it up. The traditional marketing funnel, which has been defined from awareness all the way through transaction, and this is the world that we lived in, is now gone. It now opens back up in an hourglass form. Post-transactional feedback now informs discoverability, now informs search. I wasn't going to say it, but Matt Cutts recently said, who's a friend? We ran tests on our data without using links as the basis to determine rank, and the data wasn't good. This is the same man who said that we can't really get to Facebook data. And we can't really crawl social signals too much outside of the +1, of course. They're testing. They know it. They understand. They're already looking. That's the point. They're already trying to figure out how to rank pages without using traditional algorithmic objects. Those objects that they're looking for is us. It's him and his experience with Joe's. The interesting thing about this marketplace, as the funnel opens back up, is that we dictate it. Reviews, +1s, likes, follows, retweets. We are determining efficacy, not of pages, but of businesses. The real world. Qualitative experiences. If we think the days of ranking pages and content and links is sustainable, if you guys want to do that, go ahead. I want customers. I want customer experiences. I want customers sharing. This is a collaborative economy. This is a sharing economy. The truth rises to the surface. The cream rises. And it's your job. That's the important point. It's your job and it's your opportunity to make that happen. Stop building links. Stop building links. Every single, in Joe's, I walked out that door 20 minutes ago at Joe's. Nobody asked me for anything. Nobody asked me to share my experience. I had no clue, I had no inclination, I had no desire, I had no incentive. I had a great experience. It was sweet. Am I saying anything? Here I am. Online, am I? What are you doing about that? Do you guys service merchants? Businesses? Do you service clients? What are their customers doing right now? What are you doing about what their customers are doing right now? Or else are we optimizing web pages? It's silly to me, man. It's silly because that's what we've done and it's over. We need to optimize experiences. And there's so many ways to do it. People want to share. People want to share. That's what they do offline. That's how they've always done it. How do we bring this online? How do we inform people that this is actually a better place because you, my friend, said so? I'll take that answer over any other algorithmic answer any day. This is the future. It sounds so rudimentary, right? It sounds so simple. And they want it bad. But they're at a significant disadvantage. Significant disadvantage. These guys, G+, FB, Angie's List, Yelp. 1% of Yelpers provide 99% of all reviews. Really? 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 So where are you? Where are you guys? G+. I don't even know what it is. Like 800 followers, 900 followers on G+. You know how many of them I know? Like none. I don't even know who they are. You think I'm posting a picture of my daughter? You think I'm posting a picture of my Joe's experience just now? No, not so. FB, my mother, my aunt, who seem to have the biggest networks these days for some reason, I can't figure it out. Sits in a fleeting news feed along with somebody's music and what they just ate. They're not in position to win. The marketplace is wide open, folks. We will define this marketplace. We will figure out how our merchants, customers' opinions live and breathe within the context of the web to sufficiently advise and inform others of their experience such that it leads to new customer acquisition. You guys drive leads. What happens when that lead turns into a customer who turns into somebody who shares on Facebook and invites, talks about and, breathes light into this particular merchant? Are you capturing that? Are you capturing that? Are you looking at the value that we're delivering? Why not? I bet you anything that of every lead that you guys deliver to your customers, that you're producing a minimum another one. A minimum another one. All this stuff is trackable. We can see this. We're leaving it on the table. Are they giving a review? Are they giving a like? Are they sharing? Why not? Why pigeonhole ourselves in search to simply saying that it ends at the point of transaction if we're lucky? Why? Let's open it up. Let's think about the value that we're delivering. It's significant. Excuse me. Here's the deal. Regardless of everything I just said, there's a problem. And the problem is that Facebook and Google and others think they own us. I'm a business. I pay money for fans. I think I have like 12,000, 13,000 fans. And I put out a post, and I reach like 100 of them. Who are you? What makes you think I own my customers? And as a consumer, and that's my major message today, we rule. Put your marketing hats off. We rule as consumers this marketplace. But here's the problem, folks, is that our preferences and who we are and our identity is all fragmented throughout the web. You see, for the last decade, we've been talking about like tactics, Google and Yelp and optimization and what about me? What about you? Where are you on the web? You might have liked a business on Facebook maybe someday, or you might have reviewed a business on Yelp. You might have +1 a company. You might have given a Google review. Where are you? I'm your friend. I can't find you. You're in charge. And when this marketplace settles, she will be in charge. I call it consumer preference fragmentation. And that's, I live in bits and bytes around the web, controlled by these destinations. People want to share with their friends and family. People want to share with the people that they care about. The number one reason people don't give reviews, and the average person has only given 2 reviews in their lifetime. 2 reviews in their lifetime. Half of all American adults have never given a review online, period. Why? Because they have no idea who they're informing. No idea. If you ask these individuals, however, would you inform them of my positive experience at Joe's if I knew who I was talking to? Overwhelmingly, they say yes. I would do it. Ultimately, we're going to pull back what we believe. We're going to pull back our local identities. We're going to pull back our preferences. And we're going to be able to share them in a manner that we see fit, with privacy and context and trust. I just liked something on FB just yesterday because somebody said, I'm sick and tired of seeing this ad with your face by it. Me too. I didn't do that. Somebody asked me to. Why are they doing that to us? It's our life. It's our world. We're the customers. We're in charge. And as search engine marketers, we need to get used to that. Period. And there's an opportunity for all of us if we embrace it and understand how it works within the ecosystem of search engine marketing. Thank you.